A nation emerges, declaring independence. In the waning years of the Ottoman Empire, the embers of nationalism burned brightly in the Balkans. The region was a hotbed of revolutionary fervor, with various ethnic groups striving for self-determination and freedom from imperial rule. Albania, long under Ottoman rule, was no exception. The Albanian people had endured centuries of foreign domination, and the desire for independence was growing stronger with each passing year. By 1912, the First Balkan War had erupted, further weakening the Ottoman grip on the region. The conflict created a power vacuum, providing an opportunity for Albanian leaders to assert their nation's sovereignty. It was in this tumultuous atmosphere on November 28, 1912, that Albanian leaders made a bold declaration in the city of Vlorë. Led by Ismail Kemali, they gathered to proclaim a new era for their people. They proclaimed Albania an independent nation free from centuries of Ottoman control. This historic moment was met with jubilation and hope as the Albanian flag was raised for the first time. This declaration was a watershed moment in Albanian history, marking the birth of a new nation. It signified the end of an era and the beginning of a journey towards self-governance and national identity. It was a moment of hope and a testament to the enduring spirit of the Albanian people. The streets of Vlorë were filled with celebrations as citizens embraced the promise of a brighter future. However, the path to true independence would be fraught with challenges. The newly declared nation faced political instability, external threats, and the daunting task of building a cohesive state from the remnants of Ottoman rule. The declaration of independence did not instantly translate into peace and stability for Albania. The fledgling nation faced numerous challenges from both within and outside its borders. The great powers of Europe, each with their own agendas and interests, played a significant role in shaping the country's destiny. Their influence was felt in every decision and every move made by the Albanian leaders. Ismail Kemali, a prominent figure in the Albanian independence movement, emerged as the head of the provisional government. His leadership was crucial in navigating the complex political landscape of the time. He sought recognition for the newly formed nation, appealing to the great powers for support. Kemali's diplomatic efforts were tireless as he understood the importance of international backing. However, their response was lukewarm at best. The great powers were preoccupied with their own interests and conflicts, often sidelining the Albanian cause. The great powers, embroiled in their own rivalries and power struggles, were hesitant to grant immediate recognition to Albania. Their reluctance stemmed from a fear of upsetting the delicate balance of power in the region. They convened in London to discuss the Balkan situation, including the Albanian question. The 1913 London Conference was a pivotal moment as it would determine the future of Albania and its place in the European order. In the midst of international deliberations, the great powers decided to establish a European prince on the Albanian throne. Their choice fell upon Prince William of Wad, a German nobleman. William arrived in Albania in March 1914, assuming the title of Prince of Albania. His reign, however, was short-lived and marked by turmoil. Albania was a country deeply divided along regional and religious lines, and William struggled to assert his authority. The outbreak of World War I in August 1914 further destabilized the situation, and William was forced to flee Albania in September of the same year. With the outbreak of World War I, Albania found itself caught in the crossfire of a larger conflict. The country, lacking a strong central authority, became a battleground for neighboring Balkan powers. Serbia, Montenegro, Greece and Italy all occupied parts of Albania, each vying for control. The occupation was a period of great hardship for the Albanian people. Their land was divided, their homes and livelihoods were destroyed, and they were subjected to the whims of foreign powers. The dream of a unified and independent Albania seemed to be slipping away. Section 5. Hardship and Resistance, the Albanian Plight. The years of occupation during World War I left an indelible mark on the Albanian psyche. The Albanian people faced immense hardships, including displacement, famine, and violence. The occupying forces often exploited local resources, leaving the population impoverished. Despite the difficult circumstances, the Albanian spirit of resistance remained unbroken. local leaders and guerrilla fighters emerged, challenging the occupying forces and keeping the dream of independence alive. These acts of resistance, though often small in scale, served as a powerful symbol of the Albanian people's determination to be free. Section 6. Forging a Path, the Congress of Lushnje. As World War I drew to a close, Albania was in a state of chaos and uncertainty. The war had left deep scars on the nation, and the people were struggling to rebuild their lives amidst the ruins. The country was still occupied by foreign forces, and its future hung in the balance. The threat of partition and loss of sovereignty loomed large over the Albanian people. In this context, Albanian leaders recognized the urgent need for unity and a clear path forward. They understood that only through collective effort could they secure the nation's future. In January 1920, they convened a national congress in the city of Lushnje. This gathering was a beacon of hope for many Albanians. This congress, known as the Congress of Lushnje, proved to be a pivotal moment in Albanian history. It was a turning point that would shape the nation's destiny. The delegates, representing various regions and political factions, came together to forge a common destiny for their nation. They set aside their differences for the greater good. They affirmed Albania's independence, established a provisional government, and laid the groundwork for a unified and independent Albanian state. Their efforts ensured that Albania would emerge from the shadows of war with renewed strength and purpose.